corners are covered.
Hello and welcome, Grand Rapids. Thank you for joining this evening. I'm your anchor, Josie Sabo.
And I'm your other anchor, Sean Francis, and because now apparently we have to worry about potential fire level heat waves this week, we've got the local, national, and world stories that you may need. I've been going up to Canada to prepare for the heat wave that you may have missed.
You're welcome, Grand Rapids. This is
NewsFlash. Dong ding. The U.S. government and the World Health Organization have both officially declared that COVID-19 is no longer a public health emergency. I don't know. Is that something we clap about? I'm not sure. One of the measures in the wake of this is to order all 12.5 million unused doses of Johnson & Johnson vaccines to be disposed of. Said the 19 million people who received that vaccine, so could we have just gotten a second dose just to be safe? To be clear, COVID is still a concern. It's just a formal end to certain operational processes that make it an emergency. Kind of like how Taco Bell, though specifically the one on Michigan, promises that they don't have more than the minimum requirement of rat feces in their food. There's still some rat feces out there, okay? One thing that isn't going to end, anybody who took ivermectin to treat their COVID is certainly not going to shut up about it now.
One of the last Yangtze turtles was found dead, bringing the species closer to extinction. Conservationists don't believe the two remaining male turtles stand much of a chance of saving the species because one of them is impotent.
You know, I'm really not a fan of the direction that these new Ninja Turtles movies are going.
Listen, I say we give him a chance anyway. Let's spark the romance and get those two on Leatherback Mountain.
A Lowe's customer has filed a class action suit against the home improvement store for sneaking unwanted items into customers' carts. The online carts, that is. But I do love the idea of a mischievous Lowe's employee just trolling customers, dropping bags of mulch into their carts without them noticing. But in reality, this is probably just Lowe's way of offsetting all the people that ring up expensive light fixtures as bananas.
It's the new version of people who bought this also bought, but it's because we made them do it.
Really, they're just gamifying the checkout system. It's like a whack-a-mole. You whack the items you don't want out of your cart, and if you miss, you get charged full price.
Speaking of corporate greed, a group of Amazon workers expecting a meeting with management in order to negotiate pay raises were instead met by workers handing out paper plates with grilled cheese on them. They were told their tomato soup would arrive in 7 days later because they didn't have Amazon Prime accounts.
Wow. In other Amazon Prime news, a delivery driver broke through a police standoff to deliver a package, which just goes to show you that Bezos is scarier than the police. He was really gunning for that Employee of the Decade plaque. But now he's being courted by probably the Postal Service, the CIA, and DoorDash. I just really want to know what was in that package. What was so important? What could have possibly have been in there? Huh?
Guess we'll never know.
I guess we'll never know unless this slide doesn't... Oh, hey! Oh, ah! That's what it was. Worth it. Worth it.
In further tech news, Apple will soon be announcing a mixed reality headset that will allow the user to see both augmented virtual reality as well as the real physical world. Not much else is known at this time, but it's a missed opportunity if they don't name it Eyes. The headsets will cost $3,000, but the power charging cords will come separately. Imagine paying $3,000 to immerse yourself in virtual reality, but you still have to see the dumb reality too.
Aye, Captain. Animal testing is going to be resuming in the UK after a quarter-century ban. The animals are pretty upset because they haven't been studying this whole time.
In entertainment news, the upcoming movie Holland, Michigan only has a small portion of the movie that was actually filmed in Holland, Michigan. The cast and crew, yeah, boo is right.
Yeah. Boo Rick Snyder for killing those film incentives like 20 years ago.
The cast cast and crew complained about dealing with the sporadic road construction, the rapid weather changes from sun to snow to hail all in a single day, and not to mention the unrelenting Christianity. Also, the only craft service was meatloaf from Russ's, and the movie star, Nicole Kidman, stated she thinks all windmills are, quote, creepy and scary. So a majority of the movie will instead be CGI, where West Michigan can't hurt anybody any further. Looks like she's right there.
Yeah, wow, it's incredible. Wow. A 7-year-old named Max Alexander has become a surprise child prodigy of making dresses. Let's take a look at one of his designs right here. Oh. No, that's not real. That's just a joke. Let's see some actual ones. Oh, wow, those are interesting. Yeah, okay. He's already made several for high-profile celebrities such as Sharon Stone and different fundraisers. And furthermore, he claims to be the reincarnation of Gucci, which, I don't know. When asked, I can see somewhat of a resemblance in the smile, maybe, I don't know. And when asked for further clarification, he said actually he meant the untalented Gucci member played by Jared Leto in the movie. Yeah. Other high-end brands are reportedly searching for their own child prodigies that they can tote, while Walmart is just in the corner hoping that nobody finds their thousands of child professionals in Asia.
Get ready for this one.
Oh,
Over 70 shipments of fake Botox were lifted by authorities in Cincinnati.
Oh boy.
Yes, the ageless scam of swapping real products for dupes. The unregulated product was going to be injected into the market in place of the real thing, but hit a wrinkle when it was seized by authorities. The FDA regulates cosmetic injectables which can be fillered with potentially harmful ingredients. Other than the actual toxin Botox, which is made out of relax, somehow ironically safe. I know we walk a fine, oh no, I'm sure the criminals had frowns because their scheme was not as smooth as they hoped. I know we walk a fine line when we joke about crime, which is no laughing matter, but I still have no idea how the authorities kept a straight face. We're done.
We got through it, everybody. We made it. A pilot flying from South Africa made an emergency landing when a snake was found in his cockpit. Our fact check department insists this is not a euphemism. However, Samuel L. Jackson has been notified just in case. And that's 2 Samuel L. Jackson movie references today, just for you close to keeping track. In his defense, the snake did already have a carry-on. Yeah, okay. And also, this was technically a private plane, so. In other words, a private pilot prematurely went down on a landing strip when his cockpit snake poked one eye out. I'm sorry.
In other airplane news, after a TikTok video from a passenger went viral, experts say that a Spirit airline worker was seen taping the airplane's wing together right before flight, and that it's totally normal. I mean, it's totally normal for Spirit Airlines, maybe.
Right, yeah.
But kudos to the airport workers for sticking together. I bet that South African pilot wishes he had some duct tape for that snake.
According to a new report, experts believe that children should start walking to school alone again because as bad as kidnappings can be, the statistics show that safety levels have remained unchanged regardless of whether they were walking alone or not. However, the experts in questions all drive windowless vans, so I have a feeling that data might be biased.
A canine police team in Grand Ledge wound up delivering a pizza to its customer after they arrested the delivery driver for outstanding warrants. Honestly, this seems like a way better use of police dogs, and for cops in general. Plus, they'll have to rely on tips, so maybe they'll think twice before deploying their marinara makers. Meanwhile, that Amazon delivery Meanwhile, that Amazon delivery guy was like, "Dang, they have dogs and pizza. Are you guys hiring?" We'd also like to thank our writers for NewsFlash this week. And if you'd like to see your name up here, you can submit your your jokes to the email comedyoutletmondays@gmail.com with the subject NewsFlash tips.
Yep, follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, I guess. I don't know if that's going to be a thing for much longer. And you can rewatch videos, past shows, get notified of lineups for future shows, find our submission form to put your act on stage, and learn about other ways you can get involved. And like I said, if you can't wait around for that, just wait around after the show and hop up on stage during our free improv jam. But now, Grand Rapids, you're welcome. Newsflash, this is Comedy Outlet